Hello, friends and fellow board gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Board Games with Rob. Now, as you can probably tell, my background's a little different, and no, that's not a green screen. I am in the beautiful state of Florida, just south of Miami. I am down here on a business trip and came out a few days early to enjoy the surroundings, and boy, am I having fun. The weather is gorgeous. It's nice and sunny, and it's warm. I left 20-degree Kansas City and yeah, it's fun. I thought I would shoot some videos, folks, and what I'm doing today is a video from a review, well, an overview. I don't like to do reviews of friends games. This is a review of a local designer here in the Kansas City area. His name is Joseph Roach, and he designs medium to lightweight games, more so on the lightweight, I'd say. Games that are real easy to learn, real easy to teach, really easy to pick up, and ones that you'll have fun with, in a group. And before I go any further, this is going to be Hunter's Island. It is a game for 2 to 4 players. The box says 30 minutes. That's probably the high end of a game. It can be anywhere between 5 to maybe 15 minutes on average. It's a little heavier than light. There's a little bit of complexity. I think of this as kind of the Hunger Games meets Survivor, right? You're going to be battling up to 4 players, and you're going to be scavenging, looking for weapons and tools to help increase your chance of being the last person standing on that island in this case. So let's talk about it. It comes with a board. And as you'll probably see, there are 4 areas on this board and those 4 areas are going to be for your card decks. There's going to be 4 decks of cards, and it's basically that. It's a card game. You're going to have up to, I think, 7 cards in your hand, and you can have things like weapons and armor and ammunition and grenades and you'll have locations that you're searching for. And so there's a little time track up here. You'll have 4 rounds to where you can only search in the level 1 area. And then after that, everything else opens up. You can search in the level 2, or you can cross the ocean to get to the level 3 stuff that's on a different island. And you're going to find like monsters. So you're going to have to do some battling and get some gear. And so on your turn, you're going to be searching in any one of those different areas for things such as, I don't know, you can have just things like a head strike card that you can put in, or a hand strike. I said head strike. A hand strike, with a knife. And that you can see is a level 1. It's going to be in the level 1 deck. And it's a reaction card. So what you're going to be doing is one of a couple different things. You're going to be either searching through the deck, scavenging through a deck, or you're going to be going into your shelter, which is where cards that you can't play or don't want to play or you want to store will go, or you're going to attack. And by the way, if you're attacked, you can react to that and then attack back. And then you get into this attack phase, and then you can escape from that. And everybody's going to start with 40 hit points, life points. They're scored, or they're kept track of on that track that I just showed you with some cubes. And then once somebody gets down to 0, they're out of the game, and the last person standing wins the game. To get to the level 3 stuff, you've got to cross the ocean, and so there's these ocean cards in there. There's, in this case, you've got some seaweed that might tangle you up, or my goodness, you might get caught by a shark and have to fight it or take some big damage. Or maybe you've got clear waters, and you can just cross that ocean and take something from that level 3 deck. But then guess what? You've got to make it back. So definitely taking things from that level 3 area. You're going to be finding some really good things. You've got like a bow and arrow over there. But you're going to have to sacrifice through some opportunities by going through that ocean and coming back. When you attack, like I said, then you have a chance, the other player that you're attacking has a chance to react. And so you've got these like reaction cards that are thematic. So this one, it says, saw you coming, and you'll be able to, dodge that first attack and maybe attack back. So it's really thematic, and in that like I said, it's kind of like Hunger Games. You're going out trying to destroy everybody out on the island and be the last person standing. Like I said, Joseph tends to do some lighter weight to medium weight games. This is a little kind of in between. I'd say a little heavier than light. It's definitely fun. I mean, it's fun to you know, have a card in the waiting for when that person comes to attack you, for sure. And then the tenseness when you go in and search for a card, and say, that level 3 area where you get across the ocean. That's fun. I do like he does all his own artwork, and we're not looking at anything super fancy here. This isn't like Beth Sobel art, but I mean this is a lot better than I could do, and it sure beats getting clip art or stuff online, paying for stuff online. Joseph does all of his stuff through GameRight. He self-publishes. And like I said, I had an interview with him. So if you want to get to know a little bit more about a local designer in the area and how he comes up with these ideas, I find some of that fascinating, and I talk about that in that interview. So anyway, that is Hunger Games. No, that is Hunter's Island, the board game from our local designer here in the Kansas City area, Joseph Roach. So friends, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, have fun gaming.